show you guys how to change spools on our large MIG welders. First thing you want to do, open up the cover to the wire feed assembly. We've got the drive roll assembly and our tension knob. You'll notice that there's no wire coming from the spool to the wire feed assembly. So, go ahead, pull straight back on the tension knob, then lift the top drive roll up. What you want to do then is take apart the MIG gun. So go ahead, unthread the gas nozzle, then pull out the contact tip. And what you want to do is pull the wire straight out of the gun. Reach the end of it, leave the gun disassembled. So you have all the wire pulled, you have to remove the empty spool. So go ahead, take the spool lock nut off, squeeze in and pull straight out. Then go ahead and remove the empty spool. Grab the new spool. You want to pay attention that this arm on the wire feed assembly lines up with this hole in the spool. Then we're going to make sure that the wire feeds this way out the bottom. So go ahead, slide the new spool on, rotate it, put the spool lock nut back on the assembly. Now we're going to thread the wire through. What you want to do, grab the wire, make sure it doesn't unravel on you. This bent end, go ahead, cut it off. Thread it through the back of the wire feeder. If you have one, attach your wire cleaner. Then we're going to thread the wire through the first contact tube in the drive roll assembly. See it come out the other end. Then we're going to thread it through the second contact tube. Go ahead, push that in a little bit, lower your top drive roll, and be sure not to mess with the tension. All you're going to do is lock it back in place. Go ahead, close the door of the wire feeder, turn your machine on so your wire feeder comes on. Remember that the gun is disassembled. We're going to use the jog command to feed the wire. So go ahead and press up with the jog command. So the wire comes out the end of the gun, go ahead, slide the contact tip back on, then the gas nozzle to make sure it goes through the hole in the middle. Go ahead, reassemble, and then cut off the excess wire. For proper tension in the wire feeder, what we want to do, put a piece of wood on an ungrounded table. Then, holding the gun at a 90-degree angle with a piece of wood, I'm just going to pull the trigger. The wire should be strong enough to curl in on itself. If you have too little wire feed tension, it's not going to feed at all. Too much, it's going to bird's nest and ruin the wire. Once your tension is set, all you got to do, shut off the machine, and that's all there is to it.